Hello everyone, this is Himani, your educator, and I welcome you all to Arpita Sharma classes. This is another important lecture in the series of important international organizations, and this is going to be very important for the prelims as well as for the mains. Here is a small announcement for you before we begin. You can subscribe to Arpita Sharma classes for daily Hindu analysis, economics MCQ series, Indian polity classes, strategy related classes for UPSC CSE and much more. You can also join our Telegram channel, which is Simplifying UPSC with Ease, for class updates and notes. Also, Arpita Sharma ma'am is taking live classes on Unacademy Plus. You can use the referral code SharmaYT10 to get up to 10% discount. This is the code for today. Don't worry about the failures. Worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. Now let's begin the class. Today we are going to be learning about the ASEAN. We're going to be learning about the genesis, the ASEAN Summit 2020, its objectives, its strengths and challenges, and the MCQs in the end of the lecture. So what is ASEAN? The Association of Southeast Asian Nations is a regional organization which was established to promote political and social stability amid rising tensions among the Asia Pacific's post-colonial states. So जब colonialism था उसके बाद when the Asia Pacific's countries became independent, after that there were a lot of tensions which were rising among these nations. To put an end to these problems and for promoting the political and social stability of these nations, Association of Southeast Asian Nations was formed, and it is a regional organization. What is the motto of ASEAN? One vision, one identity, one community. 8th August is observed as ASEAN Day. ASEAN Secretariat is in Indonesia, Jakarta. This is the map. You can look at it through the map. There are 10 member nations of ASEAN. First one is Myanmar. Here it is. Second, Thailand. Laos is here. Cambodia. Then we see Vietnam. Then we see Malaysia, this blue country. Then Indonesia, Philippines, and here is Singapore, and the last one is Brunei. Genesis of ASEAN. 1967, ASEAN was established with the signing of the ASEAN Declaration, the Bangkok Declaration भी बोला जाता है उसको, by its founding fathers. Founding fathers कौन-कौन से? Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore and Thailand. 1990s में क्या हुआ? Membership doubled after the changing conditions of the region followed the end of the Vietnam War in 1975 and the Cold War in 1991. Membership बढ़ गई 1990s के बाद में when the Cold War ended in 1991 and the Vietnam War ended in 1975. Addition of Brunei, Vietnam, Laos and Myanmar and Cambodia. 1995 में members signed a deal to create a nuclear free zone in Southeast Asia. 1997 में क्या हुआ? Adoption of ASEAN Vision 2020. 1997 में हुआ Vision 2020, ASEAN Vision 2020 का adoption. 2003 we saw the Bali Concord 2 for the establishment of ASEAN community. 2007 saw the Cebu Declaration to accelerate the establishment of ASEAN community by 2015. 2008 we saw ASEAN Charter comes into force and becomes a legally binding agreement. 2015 we see the launch of ASEAN community, and the ASEAN community is comprised of 3 pillars. What are these 3 pillars? The ASEAN political security community, the ASEAN economic community, ASEAN socio-cultural community. 36th ASEAN Summit, this happened in 2020. It was held via video conferencing in Hanoi, Vietnam. The theme was cohesive and responsive ASEAN. So this slide is very important for our prelims purposes. We need to remember everything which is mentioned. The main focus of the summit was on COVID-19 pandemic response, post-pandemic recovery and further cooperation with the partners. We now know COVID-19 pandemic चल रहा है तो उसके response कैसे करना है, post-pandemic recovery कैसे करना है, and theme भी याद रखना है. The 36th ASEAN Summit was scheduled to be held in April 2020 in the central Vietnam's Da Nang, but postponed due to COVID-19 pandemic. What are the objectives of ASEAN? To accelerate economic growth, social progress and cultural development for a prosperous and peaceful community of the Southeast Asian nations. Economic growth का प्रमोशन चाहता है आसियान, सोशल प्रोग्रेस चाहता है आसियान, एंड कल्चरल डेवलपमेंट चाहता है आसियान इन दीज साउथ ईस्ट एशियन नेशंस. टू प्रमोट रीजनल पीस एंड स्टेबिलिटी, respect for justice and rule of law, adherence to the principles of United Nations Charter, to promote active collaboration and mutual assistance on matters of common interest in the economic, social, cultural, technical, scientific and administrative fields. कौन कौन से हेड्स पे कोलैबोरेशन बिल्ड करना चाहता है आसियान? सोशल हेड्स पे, कल्चरल हेड में, टेक्निकल, साइंटिफिक एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव फील्ड्स में. To collaborate more effectively for a greater utilization of agriculture and industries, the expansion of their trade, the improvement of transportation and communication facilities, and raising of the living standards of people. एग्रीकल्चर इंडस्ट्रीज का अच्छे से यूटिलाइजेशन चाहता है, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एंड कम्युनिकेशन फैसिलिटीज को प्रमोट करना चाहता है एंड इन्हांस करना चाहता है. टू प्रमोट साउथ ईस्ट एशियन स्टडीज, टू मेंटेन क्लोज एंड बेनिफिशियल कोऑपरेशन विद एग्जिस्टिंग इंटरनेशनल एंड रीजनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. The ASEAN fundamental principles contained in the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia of 1976. क्या है ये fundamental principles? It contains mutual respect for independence, sovereignty, equality, territorial integrity and national identity of all the nations. Mutually respect करे सारे nations एक दूसरे का, और एक दूसरे की sovereignty maintain करे, equality का treatment हो हर nation के साथ जो भी ASEAN region का part है, territorial integrity को maintain किया जाए and respect किया जाए, and national identity को respect किया जाए. The right of every state to lead its national existence free from external interference, subversion or coercion. So every state must have the right to have a normal course of operations without any external interference in their countries. Non-interference in the internal affairs of one another. Settlement of differences or disputes in a peaceful manner. कोई disputes arise होते हैं तो उनका resolution peaceful manner में करें. Renunciation of threat और use of force. किसी भी situation में कोई भी dispute है, कोई भी conflict है, threat का use नहीं करना है and force का use नहीं करना है, amicably उसको peaceful manner में solve करना है. Effective cooperation among themselves. Institutional mechanism. Chairmanship. It rotates annually. ASEAN में rotate करता है annually based on the alphabetical order of the English names of member states. Alphabetical order में rotate होता है annually chairmanship जो है ASEAN का. ASEAN Summit. It is a supreme policy making body of ASEAN and it is the highest level of authority in the ASEAN. The summit set the direction of the ASEAN policies and objectives. जो भी policies objectives decide होते हैं इस summit में ही decide होते हैं. And under the charter the summit meets twice a year. ये याद रखने वाली बात है. Twice a year ये summit होता है. Third thing is the ASEAN Ministerial Councils. The charter established 4 important new ministerial bodies to support the summit. अब जो ASEAN charter है उसने 4 नई ministerial bodies को भी establish किया. वो क्या है? ASEAN Coordinating Council ACC, ASEAN Political Security Community Council, ASEAN Economic Community Council, ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community Council. Now decision making. The primary mode of decision making in ASEAN is consultation and consensus. Consultation और consensus के साथ में decisions लिए जाते हैं ASEAN में. However, the charter enshrines the principle of ASEAN X. This means that if all member states are in agreement, a formula for flexible participation may be used so that the members who are ready may go ahead while the members who need more time for implementation may apply a flexible timeline. So what it's saying is कि नॉर्मल कोर्स ऑफ ऑपरेशंस में कंसल्टेशन और कंसेंसस से डिसीजन लिए जाते हैं आसियान में, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर कोई कंट्री नहीं ऑन बोर्ड आ पा रहा है तो उसको फ्लेक्सिबल टाइम दिया जाता है टू कम ऑन बोर्ड एंड इम्प्लीमेंट द डिसीजंस लेटर ऑन. तो आसियान एक्स का प्रिंसिपल यूज किया जाता है. आसियान एक्स में क्या होता है कि जो मेंबर्स ऑलरेडी अग्री कर रहे हैं किसी भी डिसीजन के लिए दे कैन पार्टिसिपेट, और जो लोग अग्रीमेंट से अग्री नहीं कर रहे हैं वो लोग फ्लेक्सिबल टाइमलाइन उनको दिया जाता है जिससे कि वो लेटर ऑन उस चीज को इम्प्लीमेंट कर लें. ASEAN led forums. ASEAN Regional Forum, what is it? Launched in 1993, this 27-member multilateral grouping was developed to facilitate cooperation on political and security issues, to contribute to regional confidence building and preventive diplomacy. ASEAN Regional Forum में 27 मेंबर्स हैं. 1993 में ये फॉर्म हुआ. पॉलिटिकल और सिक्योरिटी इश्यूज को हैंडल करने के लिए बना और रीजनल कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डिंग को हैंडल करने के लिए बना. ASEAN+3. The consultative group, initiated in 1997, brings together ASEAN's 10 members, China, Japan and South Korea. तो ASEAN plus 3 में कौन कौन है? 1997 में ये बना ASEAN के 10 members and उसमें China, Japan and South Korea added है. East Asia Summit, what is it? First held in 2005, the summit seeks to promote security and prosperity in the region and is usually attended by the heads of the state from ASEAN, Australia, China, India, Japan, New Zealand, Russia, South Korea, United States. The ASEAN plays a central role as the agenda setter. East Asia Summit, we've learned it, 2005 में start हुआ था और ASEAN plus another 8 members का ये एक forum है जो कि ASEAN के एजेंडा को fulfill करने के लिए ही बना है. Strengths and opportunities. Economic strengths क्या है ASEAN की? It is the third largest market in the world, larger than EU and North American markets. तो ASEAN की जो countries हैं वो third largest market form करती हैं दुनिया का. Sixth largest economy in the world, third in Asia. पूरे वर्ल्ड में 6th largest economy बनती है ASEAN countries की और एशिया में अगर काउंट किया जाए तो थर्ड हैं ASEAN countries मिला के. Free trade agreements with China, Japan, South Korea, India, Australia and New Zealand. Fourth most popular investment destination globally. ASEAN's share of global exports has also risen from 2% in 1967 when it was formed to 7% by 2016, indicating the rising importance of trade in ASEAN's economic prospects. 1976 में जब फॉर्म हुआ था सिर्फ 2% था ट्रेड ASEAN के मेंबर्स के साथ, लेकिन अब वो राइज के 7% बन चुका है. ASEAN's single aviation market and open skies policies have increased its transport and connectivity potential. Now, what are the challenges for ASEAN? Regional imbalances in economic and social status of its individual markets. कुछ regional imbalances देखे जाते हैं इन countries में क्योंकि social differences हैं हर country में और economic differences हैं, इसकी वजह से वो imbalances आ जाते हैं. Gap between rich and poor ASEAN member states remains very large and they have a mixed record on income inequality. तो जो rich and poor divide है ASEAN members में वो भी देखा जाता है. While Singapore boasts the highest GDP per capita, nearly 53,000, Cambodia's per capita GDP is the lowest and less than $1,300. Many regional initiatives were not able to be incorporated into national plans as less developed countries faced resource constraints to implement the regional commitments. तो regional initiatives जो भी लिए गए ASEAN में उनको अच्छे से incorporate नहीं कर पाए because हर regions की अपनी अपनी inabilities थी, limitations थी. Not every region could afford everything that a big nation could afford. So resource constraints की वजह से वो सारी commitments regional limitations थी उसकी वजह से fulfill नहीं हो पाती. The members' political systems are equally mixed with democracies, communist and authoritarian states. और जो political systems हैं countries के वो भी different हैं. चाइना में communism है, इंडिया में democracy है, कुछ जगहों पे authoritarian states भी हैं. So that also stands as a limitation towards the greater goals of achieving an economic development or say integration in terms of people or culture or anything. While the South China Sea is the main issue exposing the organization rift, South China Sea भी एक बहुत बड़ा rift point है because China has been trying continuously to exert its influence on the South China Sea and it is not backing down on its territorial claims that it wants to have on South China Sea. So that upsets a lot of countries which are in the region such as Vietnam or Thailand or other countries which are in the region. ASEAN has been divided over major issues of human rights. For example, crackdowns in Myanmar against the Rohingyas. So ASEAN में बहुत डिवीजन देखा जाता है ह्यूमन राइट्स के इश्यूज पे. रोहिंग्या इशू बहुत बड़ा इशू है बट मेनी कंट्रीज आर नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू देम एज दे शुड. सो ये भी एक चैलेंज है इन द लॉन्गर रन फॉर द ह्यूमन राइट्स. Inability to negotiate a unified approach with regards to China, particularly in response to its widespread maritime claims in the South China Sea. The same thing. एक negotiation का भी problem आ जाता है because China is not backing down and it wants to exert its influence in such a manner that there is no room for negotiation left because countries are becoming a little hostile to each other now and it has created a very unhealthy environment for the relations to thrive. The emphasis on consensus sometimes becomes the chief drawback. Difficult problems have been avoided rather than confronted. Difficult problems को avoid कर दिया जा रहा है and they have been brushed under the rug and not confronted. अगर बात negotiation हो, cooperation हो, then these issues could be solved bilaterally, amicably. There is no central mechanism to enforce compliance. Inefficient dispute settlement mechanism, whether it be in the economic or the political spheres. India and ASEAN. India's relationship with ASEAN is a key pillar of her foreign policy and foundation of Act East policy. India has a separate mission to ASEAN and the East Asia Summit in Jakarta. इंडिया का मेजर जो फोकस पॉइंट है वो है एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी. एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी में बहुत फायदा होता है अगर आसियान से एसोसिएट रहता है इंडिया. इंडिया एंड आसियान ऑलरेडी हैज 25 years ऑफ डायलॉग पार्टनरशिप. 25 साल से हम लोग डायलॉग पार्टनरशिप में आसियान नेशंस के साथ. एंड 15 years ऑफ समिट लेवल इंटरेक्शन. 15 साल से हम लोग समिट अटेंड कर रहे हैं. एंड 5 years ऑफ स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप विद द आसियान. 5 साल से स्ट्रेटेजिकली एसोसिएटेड है आसियान से. इकोनॉमिक कोऑपरेशन. आसियान is India's 4th largest trading partner. India's trade with ASEAN stands at approx 10.6% of India's overall trade. India's export to ASEAN stands at 11.28% of our total exports. The ASEAN-India Free Trade Agreement has been completed. ASEAN-India Business Council was set up in 2003 to bring key private sector players from India and the ASEAN countries on a single platform. एक ASEAN India Business Council भी बनाया गया 2003 में, जिससे कि जो की प्लेयर्स हैं इंडिया में और ASEAN कंट्रीज में उनको सिंगल प्लेटफॉर्म मिले टू डील इन इकोनॉमिक मैटर्स एंड फॉर अ बेटर परफॉर्मेंस इन द फ्यूचर. Socio-cultural cooperation. Programs to boost people-to-people interaction with ASEAN, such as inviting ASEAN students to India, special training courses for ASEAN diplomats, exchange of parliamentarians, etc. Socio-cultural level पे भी हम काफ़ी cooperate करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Funds. Financial assistance has been provided to ASEAN countries from the following funds: ASEAN India Cooperation Fund, ASEAN India Science and Tech Development Fund, ASEAN India Green Fund. Delhi Declaration to identify cooperation in maritime domain as the key area of cooperation under the ASEAN-India Strategic Partnership. Delhi Declaration हमारा maritime domain से related है. Delhi Dialogue Annual Track 1.5 event for discussing politico-security and economic issues between ASEAN and India. ASEAN-India Center to undertake policy research, advocacy and networking activities with the organizations and think tanks in India and ASEAN. जो भी research पॉलिसी रिसर्च करना है, कोई भी नेटवर्क एक्टिविटीज़ कंडक्ट करना है किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ जो थिंक टैंक्स हैं इंडिया में और आसियान में, उसके लिए हमने आसियान इंडिया सेंटर बनाया है. पॉलिटिकल सिक्योरिटी कोऑपरेशन. इंडिया प्लेसेस आसियान एट द सेंटर ऑफ इट्स इंडो पैसिफिक विजन ऑफ सिक्योरिटी एंड ग्रोथ फॉर ऑल इन द रीजन. इंडिया का जो विजन है कि सबको सिक्योरिटी मिले इंडो पैसिफिक रीजन में, उसका आसियान एक बहुत मेजर हिस्सा है विच कैन प्रूव टू बी अ गेम चेंजर फॉर इंडिया. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट सम क्वेश्चंस. What is the full form of ASEAN? Very easy. Association of Southeast Asian Nations, Administration of Southern East Asian Nations, Organization of Southeast Asian Nations, Administration of Southeast Asian Nations. Correct answer is option A. Full form of the ASEAN is Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and the motive you can read up. How many members are there in the ASEAN? 18, 67, 10, 53. Correct answer is there are 10 members in ASEAN. It was established on 8th August 1967. 18 members हैं East Asia Summit में. Which of the following country is not a member of ASEAN? Laos, Cambodia, Philippines, Mauritius. The correct answer is option D. There are 10 members in the ASEAN. You can read them up. Which of the following statement is not correct about the ASEAN members? Indonesia has highest population among the ASEAN members. Singapore has the highest per capita GDP among the ASEAN members. Cambodia has lowest nominal GDP among the ASEAN members. Brunei has the lowest population among the ASEAN members. Correct answer is option C. Brunei has the lowest nominal GDP among the ASEAN members. According to the estimates released by the IMF, the nominal GDP of Brunei was $12,336 million on April 2017. When was ASEAN established? 1963, 1967, 1985, 1996. Correct answer? Option B. ASEAN was founded on 8th August 1967 with 5 members: Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore and Thailand. These are the founding fathers of ASEAN. Where is the headquarters of ASEAN? Bali, Jakarta, Manila, Singapore. Correct answer? Option B. The headquarters of ASEAN is in Jakarta, Indonesia, and the Secretary of States live in the capital of each country. The post of Secretary General of the ASEAN is rotated among each member country alphabetically after 2 years. जो Secretary General होता है ASEAN का, वो पोस्ट के लिए 2 years में रोटेशन होता है हर मेंबर कंट्री के बीच में. What is the objective of ASEAN? To increase competition among the member countries for better products, to integrate the economies of the region to make region more attractive for investors, to promote economic cooperation in Southeast Asia and ensure economic stability in the region. B and C both. Correct answer is option D, B and C both. ASEAN nations want to promote economic cooperation in Southeast Asia and ensure economic stability in the region and integrate the economies of the region to make more attractive for investments. So this was all about the class. I hope you liked it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment box below. And if you need the PDF to this lecture, you can get it on the Telegram channel, Simplifying UPSC with Ease. Thank you.